Welcome back, everyone, to the Digital Signage Today podcast. Today, I'm joined by a very special guest. I'm joined by Adam Schmidt. He is the Executive Vice President of Sales, Marketing, and Pro Services at Planar. And today, we're going to be discussing a little bit about LED warranties. Adam, how are you doing today?
I'm well, Brad. Thank you. And thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
No problem, no problem. So obviously there are lots of issues when it comes to warranties, but what would you consider to be the most common concerns you hear about warranties? And how do you see warranties changing specifically for the LED industry?
Well, today we see more and more customers deploying LED, and they're usually coming from either an environment that had a projection system or maybe had an LCD wall or maybe had no video wall at all. And to some of the customers, it looks expensive. And so one of the first questions they ask is, why does it cost more? And one of the reasons LED is more expensive up front sometimes is because of how much longer it lasts, how much, the lifetime of the product.
Right.
And so that's one of the frequent questions you get is, why does it cost so much? And part of the reason is it lasts a really long time. And then, of course, the next question is, okay, so let's see some that have been deployed for a long time. And in many of these environments, they haven't been deployed for a long time because it's a new and emerging technology, especially indoors, especially for some of the markets where we're most familiar in broadcast, in government, command and control, and in a lot of corporate and university environments.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, that's a great point. LEDs, even though we think of them as being commonplace, they are fairly recent for many businesses. So with that in mind, what do you see as the challenges that today's industry face around deploying specifically LED video walls?
Well, today specifically, one challenge for a lot of companies is just getting product into the country. And so for a lot of companies that don't have local manufacturing presences, that maybe don't have global logistics enterprises, logistics are really, really difficult right now. And so we're hearing many examples of, like, fundamentally people being unable to get product into the country. So there are fundamental challenges right now with deploying LED. But assuming you do get the product into the market, it's a different technology. It requires some trained hands to deploy. It also requires some maintenance. Now, with that maintenance and with those trained hands deploying it, it's an unparalleled visual experience. It looks better than any video wall the world has seen. But it's really important that you have the product that is, deployable, the people who know how to deploy it, and then the local manufacturing and technical resources to support and maintain it for the life of the project.
Right. And obviously the elephant in the room being, COVID-19 has made just doing business more of a challenge in so many different ways. But with that in mind, now I know Planar actually has their own warranty program. Can you tell me a little bit about the Planar Evercare lifetime limited warranty program, and how does this program address the concerns and challenges you mentioned previously?
Oftentimes customers aren't really sure what they need, and today in this environment they often know exactly what they need. They need messaging, they need collaboration tools, oftentimes they need command and control systems, and so they know what they need. They don't know how they're going to pay for it because nobody really anticipated a lot of what's going on. And so they're now presented with an undeniable need, and but they didn't plan or budget for it. And so the timing, we launched Evernew earlier, about 6 months ago. Actually, now it's closer to 8 months ago, about in March. And it was launched in part to combat these times, to deal with these times. And so now what our customers have the option to do is, rather than do anything a significant upfront capital expense, they can delay the payments over the course of 7 years. It's customizable, but up to 7 years. And as the cost of LED have come down significantly, especially in these meaningful pitches where you have audiences at appropriate distances, in meeting rooms, in houses of worship, in university environments, etc., it is a more attainable technology. So costs coming down, combined with financing up to 7 years, combined with a lifetime warranty, now puts customers in a position where they have a low, predictable expense that they can spread out over many years. And now you're talking about, relatively small dollars, thousands or even hundreds of dollars a month in some cases to deploy this technology and not have the worry or the headache of what's going to happen when something goes wrong, because under EverCare, everything is covered. So from the controller on the front end, all the way through all of the components of the video wall system, extending out to every single pixel you look at, is all covered under the warranty for the lifetime of the project. So there's a worry-free and budget-friendly way to deploy these visualization systems at a time when people really need to find a way to do it.
Right. So obviously you mentioned you introduced that Evernew program back in March. Can you tell us a little bit more about the program and explain the advantages of pairing EverCare with Evernew? What really sets these programs apart from other warranty slash programs in the market today?
Well, one is the terms of these offerings are unparalleled. There's nobody else offering a lifetime warranty on an LED product. Certainly not to our knowledge. Similarly, it's very difficult to times find financial services for these kinds of projects, especially for smaller integrators, especially for certain markets. And with Evernew, other than the federal government, every single market, including state and local governments, can participate. And we've had very good experience with our local, with our dealer partners, integration partners, in working with them to help them secure the financial resources that they need for some of these projects. So we're unique in that we offer them. Now, another unique element is what they're offered with. So in the case of Evernew, it's the entire planar portfolio, and we have a uniquely broad portfolio of products, from desktop IT that's in high demand because everybody's working from home, right, to large video walls that's in high demand because everybody's trying to stay apart and communicate and collaborate. And so it's broadly applicable. With EverCare, it's uniquely offered on our TVF product. So it's not offered on the entire lineup, it's just on TVF. But TVF is our best-selling LED product. We're well into our third year of production. So we're very familiar with this product. We build it in factories, our own factories around the world. It's supported in factories around the world. And so what makes EverCare unique, in a sense, is that it's a very interesting policy. It's a lifetime warranty. But when you actually peel the covers back, it's a lot more than a piece of paper, because it represents the company behind it, the manufacturing capabilities behind it, the support capabilities behind it. And so when a customer, including an integrator, needs to execute a warranty, they know that there's a company and a process and a set of people and products behind it.
Right. So you mentioned EverCare is available specifically for the entire Planar TVF series family. Why did you choose this product series in particular?
Well, we wanted to make an impact. We started with, it has to apply to LED. That's where the biggest concerns are. That's where the biggest opportunity is. And so, and that's where the biggest opportunity for us to differentiate is. And so we knew we had to start with LED and to make an impact. And if we're going to do LED, why not TVF? It is a product that we're well heeled in. So we're well into our third year of production. We've deployed now well over 1,000 walls, discrete walls of TVF. There's no single product that's been deployed in North America in these indoor environments more than TVF for fine pitch LED walls. So it is the best selling product. It's our fastest growing product, and it's a product that we're very well familiar with. So it was almost like, why not TVF? There will be more. Right. And so we have an awesome roadmap that we'll be talking about shortly. And we will be adding more products to the EverCare lineup, but we started with the one where we can make the biggest impact, and that was TVF.
Awesome. All right. So obviously, Planar offers customers a lifetime warranty, and that's very difficult for this industry in specific, especially when you're dealing with LEDs. So what allows Planar to offer customers a lifetime warranty?
Well, it starts with familiarity with our markets and this technology. So what I mean by that is Planar's in our 37th year of business, all headquartered in North America. We're based just outside of Portland, Oregon. And we've been in the video wall space for decades now. And people might not know some of our video wall origins, but Planar was also Runco. Planar was also Clarity Visual Systems. So Runco was a really high-end home theater projector manufacturer. Clarity Visual Systems was one of the early pioneers in command and control video walls using first rear projection cube and DLP technology, and then tiled LCD technology. And so Planar's got a lot of rich and broad history in video wall technology in very demanding environments. You know, command and control, broadcast, on-air broadcast, and so we know what these customers need. We've built a company over 37 years that's prepared to fulfill those needs. And we have we're unique in that regard. There are not many, maybe, US based visualization companies that have the scope of the breadth of capabilities and the depth of experience that we have. So we think we're a unique company in this space, a Goldilocks of sorts.
Right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off today, Adam?
Well, just one, fundamentally, the integrator channel, I think, has a very poignant opportunity to talk more about warranty with LED. Mm-hmm. It's at the same time an opportunity for them to educate their customer. It's an opportunity for them to highlight both the advantages and the necessary considerations of this technology. But at a time when integrators are looking for every way possible to add value, meaningfully educating customers on LED is a huge part of that, and the warranty should be a part of that conversation. And we're really trying to equip our integrator partners to have that conversation with a solution like Evercare.
Sure. So, yes, that's definitely extremely important. And I want to thank you so much. Once again, this was Adam Schmidt from Planar, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks a lot, Brad.
Take care.